Hey guys, how you doing? Me, I'm pissed off. I swear I am so pissed off. I woke up the usual way and one of the respiratory therapists did his usual deflating of the cup, okay, and then I would put the speaky valve on, which is this here, and everything would be fine. But I thought he was in a good mood because he was singing to himself, you know. So I thought he was in a pretty good mood, and I thought things would go smoothly. Well, after he took all the air out of the cup, I started feeling a pain right here. It's still there on my heart. Okay, now, I said, can you please do it again because I can barely breathe and I can barely talk. I know what it feels like when I could, you know. And he said, I took all the air out. Look, I'll do it again. And he did it again. And there was still no difference. I still felt I couldn't breathe and I couldn't talk and I still had the pain in my heart. And I was sweating up a storm. I was sweating all over. And so I hit the call light and the CNA came in and I told her what happened and I had to write it down because I could barely communicate. So I used the phone to write it all down. And she read it. She said, well, I'm not allowed to give you the syringe, but I can communicate what you said to the RTs and have them help you. Would you want me to do that? And I nodded yes. So I'm still sweating. I'm still, trying to breathe. The other respiratory therapist comes in and he has just as much of an ego as the other guy, and he tried it himself and there was still no difference. And I gestured, may I do it please? Because when I'm at home, when I used to be at home, I did it myself. I used to be afraid of going on the vent and afraid of having the cup because that's an unpleasant experience when this cup is inflated and it's this thing. Okay, it's this thing. This is the cup. And when this balloon right here is inflated, see the syringe goes in here, okay? And this is the balloon right here. And this thing has got to be flat as a pancake, which it is now. Okay? So I said, may I do it? Because I've done it many times. And so I put it on and I deflate. And then he said, okay, you got to let it go back down. I thought, okay, I'll do that. I put it back down and I felt I was inflated again. So I did it again. I pulled it back out. And after I pulled the syringe back, I then took off the syringe. And then I put the sticky valve on, and it was like, ah, oh, that's a relief. I can talk again and I can breathe again, but I still have the pain in my heart. And so I said, there you go. There's the proof I was telling the truth, that I couldn't breathe and I could barely talk. And then he started mouthing, words. He said, see, I can say that I couldn't talk. There's no proof. And I was like, oh, great, you're mocking me. And he says, no, I'm just telling you that that's not proof. I was like, I could barely breathe. And the thing was that neither of them used their oximeter to see how I was breathing. Both of them did not do that. They usually do that before they leave. And they didn't do that. Neither of them did. And I didn't even think about it. I said, you know what? I should have had them do the oximeter before I took the air out myself. But anyway, so anyway, the second therapist said, you are wrong when you say that you couldn't breathe and you could barely talk. I was, oh man, that pissed me off. I said, so, you got as much of an ego as the other guy that you'd rather say, I'm right and you're wrong. And you'd rather fight with me and make it a thing about right and wrong instead of, you know what, he made a mistake. God, that is so horrible, so inconceivable that they both made a mistake. And I'm the patient, right? Aren't I the patient? Don't I know when I can't breathe and I can't talk? Isn't the patient who's always right? I know the customer's always right. But you are there to take care of your patient. You're not there to say that your patient is wrong in how he was feeling. You don't do that. And that pisses me off. I know of a couple of other respiratory therapists who say, okay, maybe I wasn't having a good morning, or maybe I didn't do it right. Let's try it differently. Let's do it a different way. Or if you want to do it, how about you do it? Instead of it being an issue about right and wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. No. That's not what's supposed to happen in respiratory therapist-patient issues. That the respiratory therapist is always right and the patient is wrong. No. That is not the way it works. It's not even an issue about right and wrong. It's an issue of, look, he didn't do it so well. He's human. He's not going to be perfect every time. There may be a day when he's not so perfect in his treatment and his care, you know. And instead of arguing and fighting about right and wrong, I'm right and you're wrong. So you did not feel short of breath. You did not feel the pain in your heart. You did not feel that you could barely breathe. You did not feel like you could barely speak. So you're wrong. I'm right and you're wrong. That's not the way it works. That's not the way a relationship between respiratory therapist and patient works. And that's why I really get nervous around these guys. And then I had another respiratory therapist who also was giving me a right and wrong attitude. And then there are some that says, I've been doing this so many years and blah, 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 blah. Shut up. You got way too much ego. They're making fun of me right now. I can hear them down the hall. You know what? I think I'm done in this place. I'm really done. I am so done. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need people like that. So I'm going to speak to management about thinking about, and I'm still not strong enough to stand up, and time is going by too quickly. So I don't want to die here. I'd rather die at home with people who love me, and I know some people do love me here. And then there are others who just have this attitude against me, you know. But I'm 60 years old. And later on, months down the line, I'll turn 61. And I don't like the idea of being here much longer. And especially after that. If I object to the way you treated me, then damn it, I'll treat myself. I should have that right. There is a thing about patients' rights. The hell? Idiot. Mocking me and making fun of me over there. They did that once before. Alright. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you later. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.